However, we have number of applications are there, but we will discuss one more application, that is the sixth application, that is halogenation of alcohols. Especially the reagent like ROH, when treated with a reagent called HCl in presence of, this should be a concentrated HCl plus anhydrous, means a box showing zinc chloride. This is called anhydrous zinc chloride. Anhydrous means what? No water containing. Anhydrous zinc chloride and concentrated HCl mixture. This reagent is also has a common name called Lucas reagent. The reagent is called Lucas reagent. So, whenever alcohols are added with Lucas reagent, the alcohols are becoming into the alkyl chlorides, right? Then the OH and the H forms into water. That is the overall reaction. So, the Cl is coming in the place of OH, so RCl is formed. HOH goes out of the water, you can balance the reaction in fact, in which we can understand zinc chloride is only a catalyst because it is not participated in the main reaction. But the mechanism, if you see what exactly the reaction goes through, the mechanism is, first HCl reacts with the zinc chloride itself. The zinc chloride has a vacant orbital, therefore, it takes the Cl minus temporarily and forms into the ZnCl3 minus and liberates the H plus. So, even without zinc chloride also HCl can open into plus minus, and the plus will be adding and minus will be reacting, but in presence of this anhydrous zinc chloride, which has a vacant orbital, accepts the Cl minus readily and becomes into ZnCl3 minus and H plus, because it is Lewis acid, holds this basic part or the Cl minus part, and the H plus is released. That H plus is going to react with the ROH, it shows a protonation. H plus attacks on the O and you will get a protonated alcohol is formed, right. So, a protonated alcohol undergoes a loss of water, minus of H2O. So, this R will become into R plus. So, this is what your intermediate species in fact. So, in the alcohol to alkyl halide, what is the intermediate species? R plus. On the R plus, ZnCl3 minus, again donating the Cl minus, that minus will attack and you are getting the alkyl chloride. That is the final reaction. When once the final reaction is completed, the RCl formed has got one property, it is insoluble. So, therefore, insoluble means if it is solid, you will get all precipitate. But unfortunately, this RCl is not a solid, it is a liquid only. The other liquid medium is aqueous medium, in which the organic medium is not soluble, therefore, it is coming out as some suspension or turbidity was the used terminology here. A turbidity is formed. So, the moment RCl is formed, because of the non-solubility of the RCl in the remaining aqueous solution, this is all aqueous solution, zinc chloride, HCl, ROH, all this will be soluble and only one layer. When RCl is formed, this is insoluble, therefore, you get a turbidity. Now, the criteria is here, I will take 3 different types of the alcohols, all will give the turbidity because all are going to give the alkyl halides. But if I take an alcohol of what type it is, tertiary alcohol I have taken, added this same Lucas reagent. So, tertiary alcohol passes through what? Tertiary carbocation, right. So, tertiary carbocation formation is very stable it is. So, therefore, the reaction formation is also time required is 0 minutes. Okay. And when once the carbocation comes, second attacking species is Cl minus. This is an ionic reaction. All ionic reactions are time is 0 minutes. So, first step is, step 1 is 0 minutes because it is stable. Step 2 is 0 minutes because it is ionic reaction. So, finally, tertiary alkyl halide is formed. Tertiary alkyl chloride is formed. Net time, that is total time, I will write here. The total time required is also 0 minutes only, because 0 plus 0, 0 only. So, the moment tertiary alcohol is added with Lucas reagent, instantaneously you will get the carbocation because it is very stable. Then immediately Cl minus attack because it is ionic. Second step is ionic, so fast. So, turbidity comes within no time. So, total time required to get the turbidity is 0 minutes, right. So, in the case of 3 degree, this is what happens. So, 3 degree alcohols, the moment you add Lucas reagent, you will get the turbidity, right. Why it is so? Because the tertiary intermediate is stable, step 1 is fast, its second step is ionic, step 2 is also fast. So, therefore, 0 minutes. Whereas, if you take 2 degree, what happens? 2 degree has a small problem because the stability is not on par with the secondary. So, the time required for the step 1 is 5 to 10 minutes is required because it is less stable when compared with the tertiary. Time required is 5 to 10 minutes is required. So, carbocation comes, but it is not that stable, therefore, slow reaction. However, the second step is a fast step because it is ionic. All ionic reactions are instantaneous and 0 minutes. But unless the first step takes place, second you cannot. So, therefore, the entire product formation delayed because of the first step only. Total time required is again 5 to 10 minutes. Second step is 0. But the first step is delayed. If this completes, only that complete. Therefore, overall reaction time is 5 to 10 minutes. So, whenever I take secondary alcohol, to get the turbidity, I need some time, 5 to 10 minutes, because its intermediate is not that stable when compared with the 3 degree. When I take 1 degree, 1 degree has much more less reactive because its intermediate is very less stable. So, only one alkyl group is there, therefore, the time required is in fact it is infinite minutes. Infinite minutes means infinite hours, infinite days, infinite years. So, you cannot wait and see the reaction formation of the turbidity. So, this is a waste one. Instead of waiting one, on heating reaction takes place. On heating, the carbocation is formed and the carbocation anyhow the second step is again it is 0 minutes time only. So, therefore, the fastly we will get it. When you heat, reaction takes place. When you wait, it will become very wastage because infinite minutes you cannot wait and see whether the reaction takes place. So, primary alcohols actually takes infinite minutes. That means infinite hours, infinite days. You can't wait it and see. So, therefore, if there is no reaction after 10 minutes, better go for the heat it and then see whether the precipitate or turbidity comes up. Even after heating also no turbidity. Say it is not even primary alcohol, maybe some other compound. So, we have 3 alcohols giving the 3 different types. Okay? Infinite minutes or the on heating. Whenever on heating reaction comes means it is primary. 5 to 10 minutes if you wait and then comes means it is 2 degree. Without waiting immediately coming means it is tertiary alcohol. Now, beautifully this concept you can implement on the 3 different flasks or 3 test tubes having 3 different types of the alcohols. Add for all this Lucas reagent, without no time you get means it is tertiary. After 5 to 10 minutes means it is secondary. No reaction on waiting, only heating only gives the reaction means it is primary. So, you can differentiate the alcohols in fact. So, the halogenation of alcohols have got one beautiful concept using the Lucas reagent. Okay? So, Lucas reagent able to differentiate or distinguishing the 3 degree, 2 degree, 1 degree alcohols is the beautiful concept. On what basis you are differentiating means all the alcohol passes through their intermediates, that is carbocations. The carbocations have a different types, so therefore, the 3 degree formed is more stable, therefore, fastly, that is ultimately 0 minutes time it is consuming because of the stability of the intermediate. So, the whole mechanism is passes through the intermediate stability here, that is supported by the inductive effect. Therefore, based on the inductive effect understanding, we are going to apply this particular concept on the alcohols, and we are able to differentiate the 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree alcohols given for us. So, this is called what? Lucas test. The reagent is called concentrated HCl and zinc chloride. When you add to the alcohol, final step is alcohol becomes into alkyl chloride. The alkyl chloride being it is insoluble in the rest of the medium, so you get a turbidity, a sort of precipitation, but it is not a solid, therefore you won't get any solid precipitate, but insolubility in the rest of the medium, so which results in the turbidity. Based on the time requirement, we are able to differentiate these alcohols into tertiary, secondary and primary.